All-Star game. It's much more than just the game that week. Leading into it, it's going to be a lot of fun. There's a base hit for Jose Reyes.
That wasn't part of the fun, but.
And one of those is at first. Down the left field line, and Duncan. And
Tony just calls him the best catcher in baseball.
3-2 pitch, runner goes, lined, and a double play. They'll just tag him out. That was Schumacher. He once.
I want to know what, when the camera was off, Tony had a question about going back to last year and leading the league and, you know, are tied for home runs and RBIs, but.
That's a base hit. Down the first base line, past Delgado. Schumacher to third. He'll stop there, and I thought it was great.
Well, and the thing is when you're playing, you got tunnel vision.
Pujols out to deep left field. Backing up Murphy to make the catch. Schumacher will tag, and it's 1-0 St. Louis.
You know, you think
Their bullpen, for the most part, outside of last night, has been very, very good. Duncan pulls it to the right side, and Delgado will take
his handlebar mustache,
which he's kept now.
Yes.
Strikeout career. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Carlos Delgado. Out to center field. Backing up very calmly, Ricky and Keel. Everybody else was in. What particular individuals do to elevate their team. Beltran has just been okay against the Cardinals in the regular season as he singles now to right. But obviously in the postseason he was great with Houston.
Wildly and blindly didn't know how accurate it'd be.
Schumacher, Green, and Pujols. He was not on the field at 9:30. I can tell you though, around 3 o'clock he was here.
Well, when I get here at 9:30,
I didn't see it. You know, one of the neatest things he's ever gotten in his life. So, hey, take your choice. Much better, but he always watches our games with his mom and dad, and all he can say is, we wish you were here, and when you get better, get out of the hospital, come find us, and come on.
Today, Cardinal Care coming up with $2 million to the local community. This will have $60 million impact the whole game to this area.
There's a ground ball to short.
That will put St. Louis and Missouri in the best light and help us get moving again in this state.
3 balls, 1 strike, and Castillo looks at ball 4.
On a little bit too. I mean, it was not. You know, nobody's really cheering for the old politician to throw a great strike there. You know,
Pinheiro makes the play all.
You know, it was kind of a strike.
Yeah. And that's in the dirt
here, trying to bring companies in and fix people that want to add jobs to highlight St. Louis, doing a lot of tours and a lot of meetings with key players.
And that is past Schumacher, and this game is tied up at 1 apiece on a 2-out base hit. We saw a bunch of those last night from the Mets.
And I got to bring Mike Anderson as part of his contract extension.
Absolutely.
We've agreed to take care of the coach here pretty well this year. So
here's a ground ball. Nice play there by Joe Thurston, and a forced play at second. Screaming.
I'm going to go for federal office so I can get that pension.
I could just imagine
But it is imperative. You need to get more innings out of your starter.
Schumacher pops it up into shallow left. That's Daniel Murphy under it. Blaine Boyer, one of those Atlanta pitchers. The Cardinals have had pretty good success recently with those pitchers. Into center field. Hard hit ball again by Rasmus. And now
for this ball club and a change of scenery might do the Atlanta.
Pujols, a base hit into left. They'll wave him in. Throw from left field, and safe at the plate is Pinheiro. Redbirds back on top. Major League Baseball, most RBIs. See the teammates, and here is Duncan. A ground ball hit to second. They'll go to second. That's all they'll get. Run will score. Game 1 of this series, the 8th inning RBI double. And he smokes this one to right, but that'll hang up and be called the game on the field.
Yeah, and just to cheapen home runs, you know, that's not the way to play baseball.
Here's a ground ball. The shift was on, and this is Joe Thurston at the shortstop position playing third base. Don't go too far into those notes and start giving away secrets. There's a base hit for Carlos Beltran, and he's 2 for 2. Pat Paris. There's Ryan Church. And Church gets underneath this one, and he'll fly out to center. And Keel under it with two hands and makes so only 50 pitches, but 25-25. Here's a 2-1. Pulled fair. They say that's a fair ball off the bat of Castro, and Beltran advances to third. You like that?
Sure I do.
Did you like any umpire when you played?
I liked them all.
As Castillo hits it to Thurston. Nice play. Force at second. Takes the hit and RBI away from all about Yadier Molina. Back in 2006 in the playoffs, he had 19 hits. There's a call, third strike, no argument. Other guy's not paying attention. Good luck.
When water goes to the weakest point.
Thurston to right, off the base of the wall. That'll get away. Oquendo will wave him in. Here comes Khalil Green, and he'll score. Thurston on his way to third. Squeeze, hit and run. Pinheiro, broken bat, slowly hit to short. Reyes makes the play, and Thurston still looking for that first of the season. Line drive up the middle. It's a two-out base hit for Skip Schumacher. Thurston scores to make it 5-1. His fifth on. That's all the better. 2-2. Opposite field, pretty well hit. That'll stay in the ballpark. Backing up, Briggs. That was my concern.
I was just waiting for Thurston to do something.
Here's a ground ball, slowly hit to Thurston. Right on cue again. John Maine retired for the first out.
Overwork your bullpen.
Here's Jose Reyes. Fly ball out to shallow left. Duncan over. Sliding catch. Nicely done. 4 pitches per at bat, which at this day and age is a lot. Makes that pitcher work, and he'll ground out here to Schumacher. Over to Albert. Go. Here's Albert Pujols. Pujols out to deep left field to the track, and it will be caught. Duncan with an RBI tonight, trying to extend his hitting streak. And he pops it up. That's a major league pop-up right there. On the infield, Castillo puts it away. 25 extra base hits coming into play tonight. Now, much of that is due to Albert Pujols. On the ground is second. Good play. Spinning Castillo, and the Cardinals go in order.
Keep that to myself.
Go ahead and just let it all out, Al. Here's a fly ball into right center. Should stay in the ballpark. Rasmus hitter.
Ted Barrett, our home plate umpire tonight.
0-2, a ground ball. The shift was on again, and it pays off. Thurston there at the
fielder on the left side of the infield. Guy's got to learn how to get Beltran now.
Beltran is 2 for 2. Popped up. Thurston, foul territory. Has a play. He's got it. Midway through 6. Pinheiro and the Cardinals. Looking forward to that. Livan Hernandez, Kyle Loge. Up the middle and a base hit. Molina starts out the Cardinals half. To the count on Khalil Green. I assume, Jim, you'll be with our star of the game coming up after the ball game, right?
Got a lot of good choices, Dan. I'm right now discussing it with Pat Paris, crunching some numbers.
Then he had to adjust at the time when the Cardinals picked him up, and Thurston now pops this one up. Foul territory. Castro.
Ball game.
So Fossum 4 straight to Thurston, I believe. Walk him, and there's a base hit for Pinheiro to extend the inning. So you might get into this bullpen right now.
Catching instructor that worked with so many people and unfortunately passed away this offseason.
Bases loaded walk on 4 pitches. Ludwig, a high pop up into shallow right, backing up the second baseman to make the catch.
Scattered 5 hits. He's retired 9 in a row, 10 in a row.
Here's another ground ball, and Schumacher over to Pujols. Atlanta and Washington. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Ground ball, backhanded. Oh, what a play. Green fires. Home run number 500 for Sheffield this past week. Here's a 1-2. Check swing. Green has to be quick to first, and he is. Public. And a base hit. At Edmonds, Roland then would be in the mix. He had Renteria, he had Vigna for a while. That's a line shot.
How does Albert in 5 games?
Well, even before that, 2001 and 02 scoring position. Stokes is the new pitcher for the Mets, part of the double switch. Alex Cora is in the ball game, and he'll be tested right away. He's at second. St. Louis a 4.98 bullpen ERA at the start of this series, and they were the difference in game 1. Little chopper slowly hit. Pinheiro with it to Albert for the first out.
The way Pinheiro's throwing, he's not going to let Mott come in this game.
Here's a ground ball hit to second. Thurston in Arizona wasn't getting a lot of calls. That's hit to short. Easy play. Bottom of the 8th, rolling in. Cardinals lead, no doubt, has been Pinheiro. Pitched very well. Green will bounce to second for the first out on a 2-2 pitch.
Shot at the 9th inning, but it also is a good time to see Boyer get some work.
Maybe at this time, though, Al, and that's hit on the button at second base. This early in the season, crowd of 35,622 here tonight. And a line out to center. We head to the 9th, and it's
out of control. You know, it is early. Give him a chance to complete it, but one base runner and he might be out of there.
And Wright lines it fair down the third base line into the corner. David Wright on base with a double. Schumacher, who has moved from second to
on the mound, but primarily, as you said, the runner at second.
Rolls over on this one to Thurston.
With 1 home run.
So Beltran, a couple of base hits, and he hits a rope down the left field line. This is 3rd hit of the night. That will go to the wall. And he's in with a double. That cuts a lead to 5-2. That run charged to Pinheiro. This is popped up. Shallow left. Schumacher under it, makes the catch. Fans in Philly gave him a standing
ovation.
How about that?
That's a rarity. He gave him what, about 3 runs or something?
Yeah. He's not pitching as well as he did a year ago. Sheffield pops it up. This should do it. A play for Molina. He's got it. Cardinals win it 5-2. Look for the sweep tomorrow.